Every branding project, it starts with a problem that needs solving. And then in this case, a company called Ezakithi needed a professional visual identity that could help position them more confidently in their industry. So, before opening any design software, I started where most ideas begin, which is pen and paper. The first step was understanding what the client needed, who they were trying to reach, and how the brand should be perceived. A good logo is not just about looking good, but then it needs to communicate something meaningful about the business. So, Ezakithi approached me to create a professional brand identity that can reflect trust, reliability, growth, and community. So, operating within the property industry, the company provides services in property development, property management, consultancy, and facilitation. The goal here is to develop a visual identity that feels corporate, modern, and strongly connected to the communities and landscapes that inspired the brand. With a clearer understanding of the brief, I began exploring different concepts and visual directions. At this stage, quantity matters more than perfection. The goal is to generate ideas and discover which direction has the strongest potential. Once I had a few promising concepts on paper, I then moved into Adobe Illustrator to refine them digitally. This is where rough sketches start becoming real design solutions. Design is often less about creating and more about refining, I could say. Small changes to spacing, proportions, and typography, they can completely change how a logo feels or looks to the other or the next person. Out of the concepts presented, the client selected the direction that best balanced simplicity, meaning, and brand recognition. So the final symbol, it integrates the letter E with a roof-inspired form from a hut or home of the rural areas. So it creates a visual connection between the company name and the property sector. The design, I can say, it communicates shelter, ownership, trust, and community while also remaining modern, scalable, and memorable to the audience. So this concept ultimately became the foundation of Ezakithi brand identity. A logo alone doesn't create a brand. The next step was extending the identity into practical brand assets that the business could use every day. This is things like your business card, your letterhead, your poster designs, and so forth. With the logo, stationery, and marketing materials complete, the project evolved from just a simple logo design into a more complete brand identity system. One thing that I enjoy about branding projects is seeing how a simple idea develops over time. What started as a few rough sketches can eventually become a complete visual system that helps a business present itself more professionally. So yeah, the logo may have been approved, but then the branding process does not stop there. So in the next part of this project, I will be taking the approved identity and then developing the complete brand guidelines document. That's where I will be defining the logo usage, rules, the typography, the color palette, and the visual standards that will ensure consistency across the whole brand identity system. So yeah, make sure that you are subscribed and then you will see me on the next video. Sure.